and subscribe. Maybe donate to the Ramen Writer. Link in description.
Alright, hey, it's time for another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time. This is the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. This is the Halloween episode. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah. And what we got here is this, I know, it's not ramen. It is pasta. It is considered a noodle, kinda. In a limited edition. Cheetos, bag of bones, bold and cheesy. Yeah. And, yeah, you boil the noodles for 9 minutes, drain them, add in butter and milk, and stir it up, and I'm going to do it all fancy. So, it seems like the right thing to do, and here we are doing it, so, yeah. 9 minutes. And, I mean, I'll let you look at it doing what it does, but I'm not gonna have the camera on the boiling pasta for 9 minutes. I think that would be really like uninteresting, unfascinating. I know a lot of people like to watch noodles boil, but this isn't like super ultra fascinating show when I do this. So today is the 29th of October. I mean, today is Halloween. No. When am I going to put this out? The day before Halloween or on Halloween? Maybe I'll put it out on Halloween. Is that more fun for you? Well, I don't know. But anyways, I saw this at the same place that I got number 5,000. The one that I reviewed is number 5,000. It was at a... what do you call it? Dollar Tree store. Was it Dollar Tree? I think it was. And they just have this area that's way in the back that has instant noodles. I need to go there again. Maybe I'll go there this week. Maybe. They get some stuff coming through there that is super weird. And it's like, I don't know if it's just to go into dollar stores or what the deal is, but yeah, it's very strange. But yeah, it's been raining and not raining, and then the sun comes out amidst black clouds and then goes away behind the black clouds and then rains and then comes out. It's been a real... the kind of day that the weather just can't decide what the heck it's doing, but that's fine with me. I like that. I like this kind of weather. I do. You know. So we've been watching the Great British Baking Show. That's good fun. And my son Miles found a new show he really likes. It's actually on like an old TV show's channel here called MeTV. Actually, I think that's nationwide, so you might have that. But it's a show called Emergency. It's from the 70s, and it's got like a couple paramedics, and they got to like work with the... well, they're also firefighters. It's like firefighters slash paramedics slash cops slash hospital. And it's really dramatic, and there's a lot of crazy business. It's pretty good. I mean, it's super kitschy. So that's fun. Yeah. Saw a movie that it's actually on YouTube. It's called Monster Club, and it's from 1981, and it's really bad. So if you're looking for some kind of Halloween flick to check out, Vincent Price is in it. That's a plus. But it's really bad. And if you're like me and you like really bad movies, movies like Death Drug with Philip Michael Thomas, that's one. If you haven't seen that, just go on YouTube and type in Philip Michael Thomas Death Drug Supermarket Scene. That's the kind of stuff that I just freaking love. for a short period of time, well, I guess a couple of years, my sister worked at a video rental store called Crazy Mike's up in Anacortes, Washington. And so when she got like screeners and preview copies, or the store got them, we could borrow them and stuff. So I saw a whole bunch of stuff before it came out on, regularly. That was cool. But they had just the strangest array of vintage video. And when they closed, I scored a ton of it. Yeah, like I have a VHS copy of Death Drug, Hollywood Cop, Action USA, a lot of bad blaxploitation like Black Gestapo. That movie is really strange. And then there's one, what else? There's just a whole bunch of movies that came out, and I think when they came out, they weren't direct to video, but they weren't like movies really much of anybody would see. I don't know where you would have gone to see these flicks, but yeah, anyways, pretty weird, interesting stuff. And yeah, my sister actually, speaking of that emergency show, when she was really young, my mom and her went on some kind of like bus trip. I'm still kind of like not understanding what the impetus of this trip was. I know there was a whole thing about taking a bus and being in Flagstaff, Arizona, and it being really crazy. But anyway, they were like all freaked out. Way before my time. But I was mentioning that to my sister about that emergency show. She's like, oh, well, during that trip, we stopped in Universal Studios in California, and we got to go watch them shoot a couple episodes of shows, and one of them was Get Christy Love, and the other one was Emergency. So that's kind of a trip. Yeah. And we were watching, my wife and I just had lunch, and right when I get all the lunch junk done, I got a couple minutes to sit down, so I throw on the TV, and I watch like the last 5 or 10 minutes of Mod Squad, and then the next one that's up is this show called The Rookies, and they were basically these cops. They had a guy who was going to be on the witness stand, or he was going to be at trial the next day, and he was a mobster, and these other mobsters went to spring him out, because he's on ice, you know what I mean? And then they're going to spring him out. There's a Star Trek episode called A Piece of the Action, and there's a guy in that named Krakow, and then there's this other guy. And the other guy, I think it's the other guy, I don't know. But what's funny is that one of those big mobsters in that Star Trek episode, like, we're talking original series, not the new crap, but one of the guys that was one of the big mobsters in that show, or Star Trek episode, was like the lead thug trying to spring out this gangster boss. And I swear the lead thug's guy name was Krakow as well. So it's kind of like he's always, I don't know. He's always just typecast. He's Krakow, he's a gangster, he's from a place where they talk like this. I don't know. I think it'd be funnier if they were from a place where they talk like this, But yeah, so this being the Halloween edition, there's going to be some whimsy involved with the noodle or pasta. First off, these are all supposed to be like skeleton parts. So you can sit there, play with your food, and as you can see here, right there. See, you got all the parts, you make the skeleton. You could do that. I don't know that I'm going to be doing that. I hate to break it to you. Kind of an interesting thing, though. But we're in the home stretch, folks. We're almost ready to drain this sucker and make it happen. So thank you for sticking with me. Yeah, right. people watch like 10 seconds and then they're gone. Right? If you watch this show regularly and you watch full episodes of it, I want to hear from you. I want to know what you want more of or less of or anything like that. So comment like a freaking insane person. Comment a lot. You know what I just realized? I could be getting people could be commenting on this show, and my phone is signed in with my personal YouTube account. And now that I just thought of that, there's a good possibility that I'm ignoring everybody. Not on purpose. So I might just have to fix that. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's commenting or anything. Hopefully no hate mail. I've gotten some pretty rude messages on YouTube. And at first it really bugged me way back in the day. And then I was like, I don't know these people. They don't know me. What's their problem? And I realized I don't know what their problem. It's none of my business. And they can just kind of do their own thing. So if you're a content creator and you get people that are like jerking your chain, messing with you, ignore them. Or play with them. That's what I do now. If I get somebody who's just like, you don't know what you're talking about, and you made this mistake and this mistake. If I made a mistake, you know, I don't mind. I'd rather know something is correct than incorrect. However, if you're going to be a jerk about it, then I'm going to razz you. Yeah. Oh, thank you for pointing that out. By the way, Jimmy, you need to go home and replace that. All the bananas and bologna you stole out of Mom's fridge. I've gotten people really irked by doing that. It's like, your mother and I miss you. What have you done? What have you done with your life? Talking to a stranger like this. We should not know from this. You know, throwing crap out like that. Is this milk? That is milk. Is this milk good? It smells fine to me. That is a quarter cup. That's my guess. All right, and now we add the famous stuff here. I know my buddy Jamie, hallowed be his name, the Reverend Dick Azinia, is probably watching this and writhing in pain due to the usage of macaroni and cheese. But I don't know, man. I always thought mac and cheese would be kind of a British thing. Wow, look at how orange that is. I'm going to turn into a zombie after eating this. Whoa. I mean, it is Cheetos mac and cheese. I reviewed the cup versions and the box versions when these first came out. No fooling. And I thought it was a good idea. I don't know. It's kind of an odd thing. There was another one. There was like a hamburger helper one that I reviewed a long time ago that came in a cup. I just thought, why not? Actually, I think it was just called helper because it wouldn't work with hamburger. So you can't just drop some hamburger in a cup. Okay, let me try this. This is really looking quite terrifying. It is. Wow, look at that. Can you see that? You should be able to see that. Ugh. All right, cheers. Pasta's rather chewy, but in a good way. It's more dense because it's supposed to be those shapes. It's not bad. Does it taste like Cheetos? Yeah. Absolutely. I'm totally getting Cheeto out of that. And I remember the ones that I've tried previously, they have, actually it wasn't macaroni, it was rotini, but they called it mac and cheese. But it was totally rotini. Oh my god. So what are we gonna do to this? Well, we got a couple things to add on here. First off, I mentioned that this was a special Halloween thing. Check this plate out. That's from my childhood. That is a Ramen Raider serious childhood plate. So we're gonna add some chashu. We're gonna add. Oh, we better do this now. Oh wow, the lid of this is so dusty. I have. Yep. What's nice is these go through the dishwasher really well. I've used them a few times. Is that enough? I think that's a good amount of eyeball. Proportionate. It's all right. You got to have the proportionate amount of eyeball for your Halloween episode. I'm gonna add a little bit of spring onion, not much. I'm gonna have to revisit that. And then I got this stuff called Doritos Dynamitas honey mustard, and I have like a ham and cheese sandwich for lunch almost every day. So they're really good with that. But I crushed some, as it mentioned, crushed Cheetos would go well with this, and I thought, yeah, these might work pretty well. And I think I am going to revisit. Add a little bit more spring onion. And, boy, that's weird. That is a weird thing. Maybe I should push them down a little bit more so it looks like they're kind of really looking out at you. Yeah. All right, Bo. Do your thing. Yeah. Now you're talking. Well, I don't know. If you're wondering, my wife and I are going to be, she's going to be dipping sauce, and I'm going to be a chicken nugget for Halloween. My daughter's going to be JoJo Siwa, because she's a Siwa-nator, whatever that is. And my son's going to be a firefighter, because he's like a hardcore firefighting kid. So yeah, watch. Everything. So yeah, this has been Hans the Ramen Raider, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Like, subscribe, donate, do what you can. You be you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.